This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed Protector of the Universe. Bonded to the energy-transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of his station, he fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar. Hello and welcome to the Quantum Zone, episode 75. Can you notice by the big holographic cover on the front of it? Anyway, I am Phil, joining as always after the Quantum Zone.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And everyone's favorite comic shop patron.
Yes, they love me there. Yeah. There's no teen section. This is Matt.
Is that your nickname? There's no teen section. This is Matt.
Yeah. They call me Teen Titans Stay Out.
Teen Titans out.
Oh,
speaking of that, we were me and Matt were talking before Will got on that there was no news this week. I mean, there's no Quasar news really, but I guess I still haven't watched. They dropped the trailer for Titans season 2.
Oh, I was disappointed in the first season from what I saw. I kind of checked out toward the end of it.
It was a little too grim and gritty, and they ended the season weird. Like the last episode was, basically Dick Grayson hallucinating most of the time. Spoilers.
Yeah. Jeff Johns did some amazing work on Green Lantern, and I read his Stars and Stripe, so I've read a lot of his work, but he has these. How many times has he had people's arms pulled off? And just there are things that are grim and gritty that probably shouldn't be. I don't know. I was never a giant fan of his Titans. So
yeah, I mean
that's just me.
There were some good moments, but yeah. So that's coming. Oh, did you see any Swamp Thing? I'm still a couple episodes behind on that, but that wrapped up. That's pretty decent.
I heard good things. I haven't seen that or Titans, but I did watch The Boys.
You know what? I want to get into that. I've only watched like the first half of episode 1, but I mean, yeah, it's not for the kids, people.
No, get the kids out of the room.
Even though it's called The Boys, there's no kids.
No.
Is it as dark and just mean-spirited as I think it is?
Well, did you read the comics?
No.
I mean,
I didn't finish watching the series, and I read like the first 12 comics, and I mean they're different. It's not the exact storyline, but yeah, it's real.
I mean,
it's real grim.
Yeah, one of the big plot points for the show, just to give you a taste, is. I don't want to spoil it too much. Well, like I said, I only saw half of the first episode, but somebody gets killed when a super speedster runs through them on accident.
Oh.
On accident.
Okay.
Just getting in the street,
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like superheroes if they were run like a corporation.
They're like their bosses are like a corporation.
Yeah, I mean, you ever, as a kid, I remember going as a Red Sox fan to Fenway Park, and, everyone's hero back then was Roger Clemens, the pitcher, and then it turns out he's like a real jerk to the kids, and so that's kind of what that is like, in a way.
Gotcha.
Oh, that.
I mean, I really like Carl Urban as an actor, and I don't know if I can take. I mean, it's definitely not
Which one is him? Which one is he? Is he?
He's Bones.
Is he the one with
from Star Trek?
He's the one with.
I think he's the one with the beard. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, Alan Moore did the whole deconstruction thing. This seems to be just mean-spirited from what I've read about it. if that's the point, that's great. I'm glad people
Well,
like
like I
it.
was telling Charlie, I mean, just a little bit I saw, like I know they're supposed to be like, grim and gritty versions of like, the Justice League, but I was getting more like a Squadron Supreme vibe.
Ah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Especially like that, like 2000 series. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, not to get too much into it, but it's a group that's known as the Seven. Not that they're like a Fantastic Four, because they're kind of put together like a boy band. Like these people, they're super people. But they don't.
Do they
you know,
unite? Do they
buddies.
unite the Seven?
Well,
Are they against thieves? Sorry.
there's one of them has their head in a box. Oh, that's what's in the box. What's in the box?
Oh, that was a nice tie-in. That's some really awesome. Yeah, bravo.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of superhero content on there. I still got to finish the last couple episodes of Jessica Jones season 3 too.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't honestly. I watched the first season and I had such high hopes for it, and then the way it ended, I was just like, ugh.
I mean,
It's noir. Nobody wins. The person who wins is the person that loses the least, and
Yeah.
noir is just so unrelentingly grim.
I mean, I like the I think Daredevil is my favorite. Then probably Jessica Jones and Punisher are tied for second. Luke Cage is pretty good, but and then there was an Iron Fist show.
Wasn't there a Defenders show too?
Yes, there was one season of that. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Iron Fist was good. I mean, well, I shouldn't say it was good, but it's just like he's supposed to be a master of kung fu, but he gets his butt kicked by like everyone,
Yeah,
like
all the time. I remember seeing some of those episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like Daredevil the most. I agree with that. I feel like Jessica Jones and Punisher were both good, but they were both suffered from being a little bit too long.
A lot of the Marvel
typical
shows,
stuff.
I feel like they should have said, you know what?
oh yeah,
Just because we have 13 episodes or 10 episodes or whatever it is, doesn't mean we should use all of those.
they're all 13. I think most of them probably could have been better. Could have been like a tighter 8 to 10, and it would have been a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then you got more budget to play with too.
Yeah, per episode. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you can budget another season without having a big contract dispute, and then not having any more abruptly when everyone wants to know what happens with Matt Murdock. Come on,
It's his brother Mike. It's Mike.
Mike.
You'll never see it coming.
Oh wow.
Daredevil's book is his current comic series is pretty good. Chip Zdarsky's writing it, and
Oh, cool. Very cool. How's the what is it? War of the Realms? Is that what's going on right now? I haven't read
that has wrapped up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the big things now are the big X-Men reboot, the House of X and Powers of X, and then this week Absolute Carnage has started.
Carnage. There is a 90s villain right there.
Mm-hmm.
But he's been pretty consistent. I mean, there's like a million Carnage storylines, I guess, since then. I don't know how recent he was dormant.
He likes to kill. Don't judge him.
Yeah.
Sometimes he holds back.
Who, Carnage?
When was that? I must not have read that issue.
I read one because in the lead up to this, I like to get those True Believers, like the dollar issues, and so there's a bunch of those, some better than others, but yeah, there was one where it was who's the other guy? I forget. Someone that works at the Daily Bugle, like his wife was in, and Carnage held back on killing her. He thought, like just leaving her to tell the story would serve me better. I mean, he consciously thought about it. But,
I've got a hound dog visiting me at the moment. Otis, hi, buddy. Excuse me just a second, gentlemen. I'm going to mute, I think.
we want to hear Otis.
Hey, buddy. Here, I'll put him on camera for a second.
Okay.
All right.
Come here, bud.
See if we can get a live bite that we've been hearing about.
Come here, bud.
Come here, Epoch.
There you go.
Oh,
There's the big dog.
Aw.
he's
Yes.
being nice.
Wave, buddy. Okay. All right, we're online, so you need to go sleepy.
Well, we got Shaggy in Boston. There's Scooby.
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
Oh,
Okay.
a dog cameo. He'd never apologize for that. Come on.
Not like he was barking or anything.
No, just trying to get his slobbers everywhere.
So yeah, for not much to talk about, we found some stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Should we jump into this issue?
Sounds good to me.
All right, and then when we're done, I have some feedback from Ray, but it's a email. Well, it's a direct message, so no audio this time.
But you can do it in an Australian accent just for us, right?
Yeah, that's squirrel accent. Right. Oh, and speaking of Ray, I don't know if anyone picked up Punisher this week. Our resident Punisher, but yeah, since the Thunderbolts are after the Punisher, he has his own little team now. It's like Black Widow, Night Thrasher, Moon Knight, and then he also pulled Danny Ketchen against his will, so now he has a Ghost Rider too.
Wow.
Yeah, gonna be war in the streets because the Thunderbolts have been sanctioned by Will. Do you know who the current mayor of New York in the Marvel universe is?
No, who is that?
Wilson Fisk.
The Kingpin.
What?
Yeah. I mean,
how does? Okay, it's all right.
I mean, it can't be any worse than Jameson when he was mayor.
Yeah.
Hello, Big Bad Brad. Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, I did get my hands on the Marvel Comics Presents that had the Ghost Rider second print one.
Oh yeah, it was like the '90s issue. Yeah, it was like Ghost Rider, Deadpool, and of course Wolverines in every issue.
Yeah.
All right,
let's dig in.
get into this issue. Speaking of the '90s, all right,
Back to Quasar.
Quasar number 29. Like Will was saying, the probably the most controversial cover of this series.
Certainly the one that's led to the most mocking and or criticism of Quasar.
Yes, with Wendell doing the Demi Moore pose, looking like pregnant. Because wasn't it at was it issue 15 where it said Mama said there'd be days like this?
Yeah.
Says, Mama said there'd never be days like this. So yes, it's Quasar 29 from December 1991.
Cool.
Oh, hey, look in the corner box. It was the 30th anniversary of the Fantastic Four.
Sweet.
So yes, the title "Having Her Baby." Story of Mark Grunwald, Greg Capullo pencils, Harry Candelario inks, Janice Chang letters, Paul Beckton colors, Kelly Corvus editor, and Tom DeFalco mother in chief.
And you forgot the nice.
I know. I didn't see that till I got halfway through the credits. Yeah, above all their names, it says "conceived by,"
which is awesome.
Yikes! We all know how conception happens, right, kids? Don't worry, Matt. We'll explain it to you later.
Okay, cool. I'd like a chart.
I can point you to some websites. They have
Okay.
explain it in very graphic detail. All right. I was paging through this again, like, not too long before we recorded. I'm like, man, how are we going to do some live reads tonight? There's a lot going on. A lot of characters in this issue.
Yeah. I could do page by page or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I like doing characters.
I do too.
Will, did you do Jack of Hearts last time, or did Matt do Jack of Hearts?
I think I did last
That's
time.
what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Matt, you want to do Hyperion?
Sure.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome when we get Hercules talking to Hyperion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yay and verily.
Yes. Oh, I was thinking, programming note. Next episode, we're gonna get to that big what if issue.
Oh, cool.
No Hercules, but there is a lot of Thor. I think we need Matt Conan to do the Mighty Thor.
Wait, which what if issue is this? I'm sorry.
The volume 2, issue 25. The Atlantis attacks issue with like.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Which will lead into Quasar 30. And 30.
Nicely.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love it. Oh, I shouldn't have picked this up. Yeah, the what if issue with like, the joke one pagers in the back. And I love the one, what if Punisher were a herald of Galactus? That would never happen. Seriously, they just mind those old what ifs.
Uh-huh.
All right. All right. So this issue picks up exactly the split second where the last one left off.
Mm-hmm.
Jack of Hearts ambushing Quasar and her in Hyperion. Oh, yeah, Hyperion. All right. So for the past day, the cosmic-powered woman known only as Her has been traversing the Earth, selecting superhuman males to become her mates and attaching cocoons containing her genetic material to their bodies. Among the 7 chosen males are Hyperion and Quasar, who have not had much success in explaining to Her the concept of free will. Now, to make a sticky situation even stickier, here comes the Jack of Hearts.
We were just talking about the 7. What irony.
In 1997. First time.
So are you doing Jack or
No, you're doing Jack.
Oh, okay.
Matt will do Hyperion. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. For what you've done to my mistress, to Quasar, my mistress says you must pay.
Jack. And then he lets off with a energy blast. Jack, you jerk! I had her immobilized in a quantum band construct. She had no way to defend herself. We see a beep. The mansion. I guess the mansion's calling Quasar. Oh wait. At least the construct took the brunt of the blast. Better dissolve it so she can. And then, of course, yeah, you hear the sound. It's like, my Avengers Communicard? Pipe, try to keep those 2 from wrecking the ozone layer. I'll be along as soon as I take this call.
Check.
It's Cap calling, and he says, Quasar. 2 others showed up at headquarters with pods in their backs, like Hercules. Another's on his way. What's the status with her? And Wendell's saying, ran into a little complication, Cap. Tell everyone to hold tight. I'll bring her in as soon as I can. Incidentally, she nailed me too. Quasar out.
Ooh. A little vulgar there, Wendell.
I know. She nailed him. I was pregnant.
Damn.
All right. So Quasar flies over to the battle, and he's Jack and Her are blasting each other back and forth. And he's thinking, it looks like Her's recovered nicely and is holding her own. Still, I've got to put a lid on Jack's attack. He's not in his right mind, and if his comments any indication, he's under the influence of Moondragon, as I suspected.
Last issue.
Hype looks like he's heading her way. I'll take Jack, as Hyperion flies in front of the little blast meant for Her. And she says, you fool! Had I not stopped my barrage, I'd have struck the cocoon on your back.
And wouldn't that have been a shame?
My 0 energy is sufficient to what? Both hands? Quasar, this is your doing.
Up both Jack's hands.
Get these off me at once or I'll
Not
fall.
A chance. I made them lighter than air.
Why are you doing this? I'm here to help you.
Your kind of help I don't need, pal. And then we see Wendell flying and shooting off another blast.
I love that. I love that page.
Yeah,
awesome.
Great Capullo art. I didn't dare try to stop Jack by siphoning his power. I almost killed him the last time I tried that.
Issue number 20 for our longtime
During
listeners.
cosmic collision. But my quantum manacles should hold him for a while. Now, if I can just recapture her, I'll be right where I was before Jack butted in. He tries to truss her up again. I guess she jumps over it. She goes, I will not allow him to truss me up like a lunatic again. I shall flee. I need not interact with any of the chosen ones until the one most deserving to be my prime mate reveals himself anyway. She's like, I got what I need. She flies off. I truly hope it does not prove to be Quasar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boom. Sonic
That's
boom,
right.
right?
Breaking the sound barrier.
Boom, roasted.
In her thoughts, he's roasted. So she's taken off. Quasar's thinking, missed her, and she's streaking off at several times the speed of sound. Well, now that I know her energy signature, she can run, but she can't hide.
There she goes. Don't know about you, but I'd be pretty hard pressed to catch up this thing on my back. I think it's leeching off my personal stores of energy somehow.
I wouldn't doubt it, Hype. Tell you what, you head down to Avengers headquarters and coordinate efforts to analyze and extract the cocoons on her backs. Captain America tells me there are 3 or 4 of her victims gathering there, so you'll have plenty of company. I'll go after her and convince her to join the party.
All right. What about him? What's his story?
The Jack of Hearts is an old friend of mine who's is he an old friend of his?
I don't
The
know.
Jack of, I met him once or twice. The Jack of Hearts is an old friend of mine who's apparently gotten involved with this woman who wants me to be her boyfriend and doesn't like what her's done to me.
I thought my life was complicated. See you soon.
Flies down to Avengers Mansion. Right. That's a complicated word bubble.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were.
She wants me to be her boyfriend. Her's boyfriend? No, her boyfriend.
Her.
Oh, kind of a cuckold.
All right, so Quasar goes over to talk to Jack, who's still hovering there. Okay, Jack, old pal, let's talk for a moment, shall we?
Let me go, you idiot. I'm on your
I know
side.
you are, but all you've done is to make matters worse. So did her slab a cocoon on your back too?
No, she told me I was too alien to be a compatible mate.
So you're just doing this because Moondragon told you to, huh?
I live to serve my mistress.
Jack, I hate to break this to you, but slavery was outlawed in 1865. You go tell your mistress to release your mind, or I will never ever even consider being her boyfriend. Not even if she were the last woman on earth. Got it?
Yes, now release
I put
me.
a timer on those fish pools. They'll fade in about 10 minutes, and he takes off.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, what if he has to use the bathroom?
I can blame a passing airplane, I guess.
Yeah.
Plenty of
Check of shorts.
So Wendell's thinking as he's taking off. Plenty of time for me to lose him and find her, I hope.
That's fun
I
with
know.
pronouns.
Yeah, it's his and her towels, man.
Here, his and hers quantum manacles. Boy, for a guy who's got no time for a love life, mine has certainly given me a lot of problems. I can't wait to get all of this weird stuff straightened out and get back to old normal Kayla. Well, I think it's normal for too much longer.
That's right. Sorry, buddy.
Wonder what she'd make of this life form on the back of my neck. And besides Hyperion, Hercules, and me, I wonder who else her has picked to grapple with the concept of maternity. Oh, we're about to find out. All right. All right, how are we gonna do this? Of course, Conan's gonna be Hercules.
Wait, Hercules?
Of course, he had to be this issue.
You want me to take Wonder Man?
Sure. All right, I'll do
Okay.
Cap, and I guess I could do Doc Samson. There's not a lot of Samson. All right. So the courtyard behind Avengers headquarters, at the big statue.
The impudence of the golden woman! 'Tis a god she hath stuck with her unseemly organism.
Well, Herc, I'm no god, but if I can get the grandma of all pimples off my back, my acting career is shot. Unless I can get the sorry.
And Cap walks up with Doc Samson and says, Wonder Man, Hercules, this is Dr. Leonard Samson. He's in the same predicament as you two. Oh,
Hi, Doc. Long time no see. They met back in Marvel 2-in-1, annual number 7, editor's note.
Oh, stout fellows, the Lion of Olympus hath gleaned a solution to our common malady.
What is it?
What is it?
Because they
Yon podling cannot be as strong as the back pawn which it sits. A blow of sufficient force should therefore dislodge it. One of you, smite me. I would do it myself if I could reach.
Gee, Herc, I'm not sure if that's a good idea. What if it's like a tick?
Hercules.
Oh, no. Oh, eh?
Yes. And Samson says, yank off a tick that's sunk its mandible into you, and its head remains embedded. And that much harder, too?
I'm not saying neither of thee will smite me.
Not
Sorry.
me.
Bah, were the mighty Thor here, he'd smite me most readily.
Yes, he would. I love Hercules. If he could reach it, he'd do it himself.
Yeah.
All right. And then we see Samson. What's that sound? Up in the sky.
It's no bird.
Greetings, Avengers. I come in peace. Quasar sent me.
You're Hyperion of the Squadron Supreme or Sinister?
Supreme.
Yes. Quasar filed a report about how you and your fellows were stranded on our Earth.
But that's the least of my problems at the moment.
Her,
Right.
That was tricky.
I know.
Oprah, Uma.
All right, Herc.
See here, good fellow. If thou possessest sufficient might, wilt thou be so kind as to smite me in the back?
Cap
I
just
know.
sighs. It's awesome.
It's
It's quite a hey, nice to meet you. Give me a little smite.
I'm just waiting for. It's not. At least it's not another communicard.
Yeah.
All right. Conan, did you do Moondragon last time?
I don't. Maybe I did. Yeah, I'll reprise it. I think I might have.
Yeah. 'Cause
Let me get my shears out.
I know. I'm asking you to play against type.
I am a little closer at this point, I guess, right?
Yeah, but Jack interacts with Moondragon and them later. So
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Jack.
Here we go.
Jacko Hearts. All right. Meanwhile, at the interface between atmosphere and exosphere,
You who call yourself her, I require words with you.
who?
Enter my ship and I will tell you.
Why should I?
Your quest for a mate is doomed if you do not.
That ship, I've seen it before. And then her gets on the ship. And then she says, you are Moondragon, the Earth woman whom I met upon my original quest for him.
Which is back in Marvel 2-in-1, number 61 through 63.
What is it?
Good old editor's note.
What is it you want of me, human? I thought I made it clear to you after you pursued me that I have no need of disciples.
That was a lifetime ago as far as I'm concerned, her.
I have no patience for crypticism. Tell me what it is that jeopardizes my quest.
I do. Your mind and body are open books to one with my extrasensory powers. I know all about you and everything you've done. I have no quarrel with any of it, except for one thing. Quasar, I demand that you release him from your contagion with your parasitic gene sac.
You demand, human? You are in no position to.
Aren't I? Press the button. Not even.
The red button.
Not.
Press the red
Yes.
button.
Yes. Not even when I've outfitted my Star Cruiser with special radiation lamps designed to dampen the specific wavelength of cosmic energy that courses through your veins.
Oh, and she hits the floor.
Where's your pompous swagger now, artificial woman?
Oh, snap.
Now then, I shall let you go free as soon as you surrender the secret of releasing Quasar from your parasites.
You are making a very powerful enemy.
Very well, then. I'll simply rip it from your mind.
No.
And I will rip my clothes off. Quite.
I'm not gonna be the most dressed one here.
She is doing that. Quite the strength of will you have there. It seems I will have to rend your body a bit in order to loosen your mind.
Do your worst.
I have no worst. I am one of the fittest martial artists my species has produced, while you are a pompous mockery of womanhood, unworthy to even think of breeding with my precious Quasar. Surrender your will to me, or I will dispatch you into a universe of pain.
Oh, snap. All right. All right, but meanwhile, back in Avengers. Meanwhile, over New York. All right, we got some Eternals people. So those of you who don't know Eternals,
or have forgotten them.
yes.
Yeah.
Will, you want to do Gilgamesh, and I'll do was it Icarus? Okay.
Yeah, sounds good. The building below has statues of Avengers behind it. It would appear to be the Avengers' new
We'll know
abode.
soon enough. And they come flying down where Hercules is getting in Hyperion space. The Olympian Hercules. He's an Avenger, no?
He once was. Herc.
Oh, sorry. Oh, very distracted. Greetings. Wait, no. Icarus and the Forgotten One. Oh,
Wait,
I'm sorry.
left
Sorry. Wow. If thou will not smite me, then the Prince of Power will have no recourse but to smite you.
And then you're Hyperion too.
Let's not get hasty, Hercules. We have company.
Greetings, Avengers.
Icarus and the Forgotten One.
The Avengers remember me as Roman, as Gilgamesh.
I'm not an Avenger. The name's Hyperion. Say, you guys wouldn't happen to be here for the same reason we are.
You two have been assaulted by the Golden Woman, Mad Woman too?
Aye, as have two of our comrades who are within yon edifice. You two are Eternals, aren't you? Bakari mentioned your name to me once. I'm an Eternal too, though one from an alternate Earth.
Really?
So the last got the better of you too, dour one. Ha! She must have mistaken you for me, as the less discerning were wont to do in days of yore.
Oh, smack! I was performing feats of heroism while you were still soiling your swaddling clothes, Roman.
Oh, thou hast skewered me with thy wits. Now then, my good fellow, the nimble brain of Hercules hath gleaned the solution to the calamity that vexes us all. Yet none of the others has the courage to assist me in implementing it.
Look at that look on his face. That's just awesome, isn't it? Oh?
Thou art not adverse to some friendly smiting, art thou?
What?
Then we see Icarus talking to Hyperion. Wait.
I think it's Icarus asking.
Yeah. You fly?
Nearly indestructible? Oh, yes. Sorry, yes.
Nearly indestructible?
Nearly.
You're strong?
Mm-hmm.
Ocular energy discharge?
Yep.
Yep.
Pretty much the works.
Which one of these Marvel shirts would you want for Christmas? All right, let's get back to the action. And back in Moondragon's ship, the hatch blows open to reveal Quasar standing there all crosses his arms like a boss. All right, Moondragon, mind telling me what's going on?
Oh, yeah, sure. Quasar, don't come any further. I've got the entire room energy dampened.
So my quantum bands tell me, and here I was wondering why hers energy trail stopped so abruptly. Again, I ask you, what are you doing here?
I'm going to get this witch to reveal to me how to get that parasite off your back.
Don't think I don't appreciate the effort, but do you really think wringing her neck is going to convince her?
Her?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Well,
Yes.
I don't. Let me talk to her.
Go ahead.
Her? What have you done to me? And the rest of the men you've attached cocoons to is pretty unpopular. We've got this crazy notion here on Earth called free will. It's where people are given a choice about what happens. I didn't even do that, but that's perfect. That's great. Get a choice about what happens to
Damn.
Spoosh and Quasar.
Jack comes flying in. Jack is like, whoa, his energy cut out under the damper, same as mine, but his momentum is
Gonna bring you down a peg, you long-haired jerk.
oh, they call him a hippie. All right. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Kona, you want to be Dr. Kincaid?
Sure.
All right, on Earth, Sam, I guess they got Wonder Man on the table. They're about to experiment. Samson says, Dr. Kincaid, what do you make of it, Dr. Kincaid?
It's living tissue, all right, but it's not sentient. At least not yet.
Then let's amputate it, Doc. My invulnerable skin can take it. I volunteer for whatever procedure you want to try.
Well, I'm just the Avengers part-time physician, Wonder Man. I mean, what do you think, Captain?
Cap says, it's Simon's body. It's up to him to decide.
Do it already. That thing's making me feel queasy inside, like it's putting my body through changes.
Okay. I'll try the laser scalpel first.
Cap says, we better go check on Hercules. And Samson says, yeah, he's liable to do something rash. Because 50 blocks uptown.
Huzzah! I have been smitten.
Gilgamesh punches him through a car and a building.
Would it be smitten or smited? But I don't know.
He's weird.
So he's very taken with Gilgamesh for smiting him. So yeah, he does look very happy, you know. And he also goes through a trailer or something directly into a wall. And man, some RV owner in New York is really regretting not parking in a Walmart. You know?
Who think it'd be safe at a Walmart? Jeez.
Yeah. A good blow, soundly delivered. Pretty tell. Is the beast gone?
No, Greek. Still there.
Then come, Gilgamesh, let us show these things how unfit we are for motherhood. and he kind of tackles him into the wall.
Yeah. Oh, he's so legitimate. Could have been like, come on, mother, let's go. All right. And back on Moondragon's ship, Quasar and Jack of Hearts are basically just fist fighting.
Yug.
Jack, will you call it? This is getting you nowhere.
Yield, woman. Or so help me, I'll crush your larynx and be done with you.
And as Jack's punching Quasar down, Quasar's thinking, teach me for getting cocky with my fancy schmancy blocks and blows. Jacko's got my cape. Whoa.
Ha!
Jack, you idiot. You made me fall in the pod. You're going to make me crush it. Get off.
You care about it?
It's alive, isn't it?
You're unworthy of Moondragon's love. If I beat you, she'll realize the truth about you.
Jack, you're not helping like this. I release you from my mental hold.
Huh?
Moondragon, enough of this. Release her and let's all just talk this over.
But I want to help you.
If you
really... Oh, sorry.
If you really feel about me as you claim, you'll do as I say.
Oh, very well. Gets up and walks away.
Get back in the pool. Moon, why can't her get to her feet like Jack and I did?
I've attuned the energy dampeners in this ship to dampen all her bodily energies. Only where you two have wavelengths in common with her are you affected.
Turn it off now.
No, she'll try to kill me. I know it. I've been in her mind.
You should have thought of that before you provoked her.
You choose her over me?
Nope. I'm just getting her out of this flying loony bin, and he flies out of the ship with her.
Quasar!
And that's when her wakes up once they get out of the ship. My powers return. Let go of me. She'll pay for what she's. And as Quasar is like bubbling up the hand she was going to shoot with, no, cut that out.
Quasar, you have disappointed me for the last time. As ideal for me as you are simply not ready for a love as perfect as mine. Therefore, I must renounce you. Goodbye.
So long, Moon. Her. What's wrong? She's saying, my podlings, I feel them. They're being hurt, destroyed. What does that mean? That my 6 other chosen ones reject my gift. All but you, as she gets really close to Wendell.
Like in his personal space.
Yeah, oh yeah. All her personal was in his space. You are the only one who did not try to destroy my cocoon. In fact, you expressed concern over it. You, the physically frailest of the 7, have proven to be my most ideal mate. I only wanted one anyway, the one who provided to be the best carrier of my genetic material. When I determined that, I was going to let the other podlings wither and fall off. Wendell's saying, so these podlings aren't some sort of fetuses? She says, no, they are, but half beings. They need to be fertilized by the genetic material of the carrier to become whole, to start to grow into a viable entity. He says, now just a minute, her. Why are you so hot to become a mother? She says, it is my destiny. Says who? Why, my father's. So you are fulfilling a bunch of old men's ideas of destiny and not your own? Look, just because you can have a baby doesn't mean you have to. Biology is not destiny. Sounds like a song title. He's like, experience life. Explore all your options. Try to determine what truly fulfills you as a person. If at some point you decide that motherhood is the thing you want to do more than anything else in the universe, then go right ahead and find a mate. Just make sure that your mate shares your idea of destiny, okay? You see, destiny should be something everyone determines for his or herself.
So.
It shouldn't be something foisted on them by a bunch of geezers, a woman with hyperactive hormones, or anyone else. She's like, you're right. What is my hurry? I have plenty of time before my body loses its childbearing capacity. Thank you, Quasar. I free you of my need to mate with you. And she makes the pod disappear. Then she goes, I go now to discover my place in the universe. Fare you well. And as she flies away, he's thinking, whew. But then she comes back 2 seconds later. What? She says, I've done enough wandering through space. My place in the universe is here on the planet of my birth, next to you, the best and brightest of the human race. She says, I will make you an ideal companion, and if I do decide it's time to mother a new race, I'll be close by the man I want to be the father. He's just thinking, good grief. And so I wonder. I mean, we were talking about those Guardians issues, but we're probably not going to get to them until next year. Do you think that's how Starhawk was created?
Oh,
or was it the old-fashioned way? I don't know.
uh-huh.
Does she have to procreate that way, or?
I don't know the answer to that. Only Grunwald knows the answer to
so
that.
It's lost. The answer's lost.
knew the answer. The answer is lost, unfortunately. Yeah. I had forgotten how entertaining that movie was.
Hercules. Smite me.
Yeah. Huzzah!
I think, isn't Hercules back in Galactic Storm? I think all the Avengers, basically.
Yeah.
I think all of them, yeah. And then there's that great Wonder Man issue, which crosses directly over into Quasar, because the Negaband with Rick Jones, which is awesome.
And isn't it all Avengers except Black Widow, who's mysteriously absent?
Oh, she's there in the beginning, but yeah, then she looks like magically
then just vanishes.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, "Oh yeah, she's with the Earth team," yeah, no, she's just nope.
Yeah.
Stops.
Yeah.
No respect. All right, so thoughts, gentlemen? Oh wait, I do have feedback from.
You got feedback, yes.
Here, give your thoughts while I pull up his. his message to me.
Well, it was fun, but it also has some pretty deep, perhaps even controversial things about, motherhood / parenthood in there,
I feel like it was very ahead of its time, and this was like something that I wouldn't be surprised to read nowadays. It's kind of, I mean, there's a lot to do with the nature of consent. I mean, it's kind of reversed,
Yeah.
in terms of like a female to multiple males, but then about like whether becoming a parent is right, and if it's
Mhm.
you should really think it over. And Grunwald he's kind of I mean, he had some like subtext about religion early on, and there's some pretty heady stuff in there. You don't even maybe even pick up on it back then, but now it really sticks out to me for sure.
I love his work, and it just makes me sad that we'll never get the chance to talk to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not that many Mark Grunwald interviews out there. I mean, it's cool that he has the Mark's Remarks, and you can find those. I think I sent you there. There's like a link that has.
Yeah, there's
them
a
all.
giant archive. Yeah.
So there's stuff to be found out there. But yeah, I agree. I mean, a brilliant mind and someone who's devoted so much time to comics. Just beyond this, I mean, he did all but one of the Quasar issues, and so much Captain America and.
Yeah, where's our Grunwald Captain America omnibus? I mean, he did how many issues?
It was like what, like 10 years or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like well over 100.
Oh yeah,
issues.
what was it? From like a 307 or 308 to like 443 or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's like 2 or 3 volumes of omnibuses. I don't know.
A fleet of omnibuses. Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I know that there is like a pretty thick graphic novel. It's the one with Cap and Hawkeye on the cover exchanging weapons, like Cap. And I think about halfway through, it shifts into the Grunwald era. So, yeah, not perfect. You don't have one creator omnibus, but that's a jumping on point, I guess. And it starts with his great letter, like his letter to the fans about why he wanted to take over for Cap and what it means to him to write for it, stuff like that.
But I mean, they could at least did they do trades of like some of those like big storylines like the Bloodstone Hunt, Streets of Poison?
I have the Streets of Poison one.
Okay. Cap Wolf.
That makes me want to.
I don't know.
Cap. Wait, you said the good
I
ones,
said
right?
the big one. I mean, the Superior Stratagem we talked.
Yeah, there's one of
the
that.
whole,
the whole U.S. agent thing.
Yeah, the man without a country kind of thing.
That's one of my all-time favorite Cap stories. Yeah.
Yeah, with D-Man.
D-Man.
But then when they bring in John Walker to replace him and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, me and Charlie were talking because there's a rumor floating around that in that Falcon and Winter Soldier series, supposedly the government's gonna have a problem with Sam Wilson being Captain America. Yeah, me and Charlie were theorizing. We're like, oh, what if they bring in John Walker? Yeah,
US agent.
That'll be awesome. All right, so here's Ray's thought. So just imagine this in that Australian Skrull accent. So I can't read it to the accent. All right. Hey, Phil, just finished Quasar 29. Action-packed yet again. Had plenty of moving parts to keep me entertained. Jack of Hearts' mind-controlled protectiveness of Moondragon, Her's harebrained scheme of finding a mate, the antics of Hercules. Man, he's still one of my faves. I know Matt Coda makes Hercules anyone's favorite. All right. But also then the parallels with the Eternals, Moondragon's tussle with her, then even a good moral to the story at the end of discovering one's own destiny. I still cringe when I see Moondragon's costume, and to be fair, I tend to dislike her more and more throughout the series as her obsession with Quasar just gets worse. I really didn't know who to go for when Moondragon and her had their showdown. Finally, it was good to see the likes of Hyperion in there, quite different from the current version. A cropped Doc Samson, and another Avenger fave, Wonder Man. Have you guys read the 90s Wonder Man run? Very fun. Yeah,
love it.
I'm trying to remember. If I don't have every issue, I have most of them. But yeah, we're going to get to some Wonder Man in Galactic Storm. We're covering every
Yeah.
issue.
So great art by
Yes.
Jeff Johnson.
So there's at least
Yeah.
3 issues of Wonder Man. We're getting there. So
And
Yeah.
Wonder Man was great too because there was a lot of stories that were sort of one-offs, like one and done issues, but there was like there were themes that linked them together. So
Yeah.
if you were in it for the series, cool, you got more out of it, but you could also just pick up 1 or 2 issues at a time and have some fun with it. You know, there were a lot of great guest stars, and I love his back and forth with Beast and their relationship.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff like that.
and his powers got affected in the aftermath of Galactic Storm.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I have almost every issue of Wonder Man, I think, because it only went 29 issues in 91.
Yeah, because then they had to kill him off in Force Works.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
the guy has died a lot. you
Well,
know,
that way
he's-
he didn't have to go through Heroes Reborn.
Yeah. And he did
Yes.
come back in, a Heroes Return Avengers, which was
Mhm.
awesome.
Oh, we'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
All right. Wonder Man, very fun. I won't try and rhyme this time, but rather I'll try out a pun. All the best, and may the quantum zone go eon and eon.
Uh-huh. Well,
Nice.
that was in Epoch email. Thank you.
Bravo.
We need some kind of
I can't wait to get him on. We got to follow up.
Oh, I know. Like I said, it'll have to either
Yeah.
be like a Friday or Saturday because the damn 14-hour time difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll make it happen.
That's right, Ray. We need you on here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, gentlemen. Anything else?
No, that's all I got.
All right.
No.
And I have nothing, so I don't know why I said it. It's all.
So the countdown is on. Next episode, of course, like we said, we're going to do What If Volume 2, number 25. The big Atlantis attacks with everyone, including Quasar. Plays a big part.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we're so close. Then after that, Quasar number 30.
Sweet. Which has an awesome
Yes.
cover.
And after that, since it's going to come up big, we're going to do our big overview of Starbrand.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then after that, Quasar 31 in the new universe. And you know what comes after
Sweet.
this, gentlemen?
The best, most awesomest cover of Quasar ever in the history of
In the middle of Operation Galactic Storm. So yeah, that cover will be a couple episodes in because what is it? I think Captain America is the first part of Galactic Storm. Yeah.
I think it is. But I love the cover of Quasar 32. Him against basically the Legion of Superheroes, which is just sweet.
They're shy. They're CR posers.
Imperial Guard. Yep.
Ah, good Lord. Oh, that's the other thing. I was reading Old Man Quill this week, and they're like, oh, there's like there's a figure, a cosmic figure, like imprisoned, and I was like, oh, it's a Quasar, and I was like, oh, it's a Silver Surfer.
Oh, it's always a Silver Surfer, man.
Yeah.
Except at the ends of Guardians of the Galaxy, when it's still a Silver Surfer, but also Starhawk and other strangers.
Yeah, and it's not always the Silver Surfer because sometimes in Infinity War it's the Hulk. I mean, yeah. A movie.
Yeah.
Crashing through Doctor Strange.
Oh, if anyone hasn't, it's out digitally already, but Tuesday, Avengers Endgame comes out on Blu-ray.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Let's watch it again.
and Thor Ragnarok. It's not Silver Surfer. It's
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's a friend from work.
yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I think they said that might have been an ad lib. That's like that's like the line they like show the most in like trailers and stuff. And,
Yeah. Yes.
this isn't like the last two Thors. This is a fun one.
Yeah.
All right.
Except lots of people die. Anyway, whatever.
There's jokes, Will.
It's funny. No, not really.
Funny carnage.
I didn't mean to bring this topic up. I just just talking about Silver Surfer getting.
I know. I
replaced.
brought it up.
And I am enjoying Silver Surfer Black.
Yes.
I think there's only 2 weeks so far, but I dug it.
All right, let's get out of here. All right, everyone. Like we
All
said,
right.
do your homework. Read What If Volume 2, number 25. It's the big Atlantis attacks issue. Don't expect a happy ending. Anyway.
It's
Yeah,
a what
exactly.
if. Never expect
I
a
swear,
happy
every what
ending.
if it's like everyone dies or someone dies. Anyway, send us your thoughts on this issue, on the upcoming stuff. capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/quantumzonepod. Make sure to join our Facebook group, Eon's Closet. Follow us on Twitter @QuantumZonePod and @CL Sidekicks. Follow CL Sidekicks on Instagram. Go check out Work in Progress, capesandlunatics.org, and go subscribe to our YouTube channel, Capes and Lunatics. Check out our new weekly newsletter. It'll tell you everything that's coming down that week, capesandlunatics.home.blog. Go subscribe. The voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And you can watch us do this live every show, every week on getvocal.com. All right. Master of the Quantum Zone, Will Allred. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Walred. That's at WALLRED on Twitter and Gmail and Facebook and those places. You can also find my self-published Kickstarted comic, Diary of Night, at diaryofnight.com. And you can find all kinds of great Quasar information at quantumzone.org.
All right. And Master of the Smiting, Matt Kono. Where can people find you?
Well, if you'd like to punch me in the back upon my
After his wife's done.
yeah, you can see me doing duck tours in Boston. Don't do that, please. Unless you tell me first. But I am on social media at Matt Kona, MATTKONA. And if you're in the Chicago area, go see my wife, Yael Gavish, in stage 773 on August 26th. Don't go in October. August 26th. Soshin might go out to that. So Soshin, reminder, tell your brother, tell him to bring all his friends too. And that's about it. You can check out her podcast. It's pretty good. It's called Where Are You Really From? She just went to the biggest arts festival and entertainment thing in the world, the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. So she interviewed a bunch of comics from that, from all over the globe. It's kind of fun. And that's
She travels the world. Matt Kona stays home, reads comics, and eats some pizza like a boss.
I do. Oh man, I did a big organization of comics while she was gone. I got to spread them all out, and it was good. It felt good.
Nerdvana.
I know it'd be a big trip for both of you, but what is it? Saturday? I think it's Saturday, September 21st. Lilith Hellfire, Charlie Esser. I think all the other co-hosts are going to be coming here if you guys want to do a weekend trip or anything.
Nice.
I was going to say, if you're interested, we could see. I think they're all either getting hotels or Airbnbs. If you wanted to see if you can get in on that or anything.
When is
September
it? What?
21st. It's Saturday, so that
Oh.
weekend, yeah.
Oh yeah, I probably can't make it, but
It's kind of a trek for me.
I figured, yeah. I mean, it'd be a little bit of a trek for Mr. Kona too. Locked in the
Yeah,
Pittsburgh,
yeah. Maybe if it was in the winter time, I could.
when he's unemployed.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I would have to take time off from searching for jobs, but
They never seem to pop up in the comic book store, or the library.
Yeah. I asked if I could work the night shift at the comic book store, and they're
Overnight security guard.
comic tester.
And you brought up Soshin. Soshin, where have you been? We haven't heard from you. Did you turn left when we told you to turn right?
Uh-oh.
Or vice
Yeah.
versa.
Come home, Soshin. It's past your curfew. All right. I can't wait. Like I was telling Matt, I can't wait to get the Galactic Storm. So much stuff.
so epic. It's an epic of
Story
epic
for the
epicness.
Oh man, there's gonna be so much good live reading for that What If issue. I mean, Thor, Doctor Doom, Greyhawk. They're gonna be chewing the scenery. But make sure you come back next time, Quantum Zoners, and remember, keep it quantum, but not against anyone's will.
Yeah.